Morning students. Now we will continue the question of the exercise, and yesterday we did question number 7. Today we will start from question number 8, and some question we will look today. Question number 8. Question says find the area between y square equal to x and line x equal to 4 is divided into two equal parts by the line x equal to a. Find the value of a. Now few things are given. The area between y square equal to x, given curve y square equal to x, which is parabola, which is parabola, and x equal to a, x equal to 4 is line parallel to y-axis. According to question, can you see the picture? This is a simple picture, xy, x dash and y dash, and y square equal to x is a parabola like that. X equal to 4 is a line parallel to y-axis. Suppose this is 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this is a line parallel to the y-axis. It is x equal to 4 and this is 4 comma 0 because it is line x equal to 4. According to question, a line x equal to a, it is also parallel to y-axis, divides whole area into two equal parts. Meaning, I suppose a line is passing from here, and this is a point x equal to a line which divides to whole in two different. Can you understand that this time this area and this area are equal. These two areas are equal, and who divides the whole area into equal parts? X equal to a. So this point is none else but it is a comma 0. It is a comma 0. Now you can put a name. Suppose it is O, A, B, C and D. So student, we will simply face it. The condition is so easy. This area and this area are same. This area and this area are same. We will take the condition because we don't want to find the area, but we have to find the value of a. So what given? So according to question, area of OAD equal to area of ABCD. These two areas equal because these whole area were equal. These two also equal. Now can you tell me area of OAD is from 0 to A. 0 to A covered by this graph. On the x-axis, we will take y to x. Again here it is. This portion will be counted on the x-axis from lower limit to upper limit, a to 4. This is y to x. Now, which is your y? Definitely both the areas covered by the same graph, meaning y equal to root x. Don't take plus minus because we are working in first quadrant, and this is also root x. Now integrate this x to the power 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 from 0 to a, and this is x to the power 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 from a to 4. Now use a limit. 2 by 3 cancel. Put upper limit a to the power 3 by 2, lower limit 0. Upper limit 4 to the power 3 by 2 minus lower limit a to the power 3 by 2. So a to the power 3 by 2 will transfer this side. So a to the power 3 by 2 plus a to the power 3 by 2 will get twice a to the power 3 by 2 is equal to, this is 4 to the power 3 by 2. Now we want to solve. 2a to the power 3 by 2 is equal to 4 to the power 3 by 2 cancel it, and 2 to the power 2 to the power 3 by 2. These two will cancel. 2a to the power 3 by 2 is equal to 8, 2 to the power 3 doesn't mean 2 to the power 3 meaning 8. 8 by 2 4. 4. Now how to go with this? First of all, we try to eliminate this 2. So we'll square both sides. We'll square both sides. 8 to the power 3 by 2 we square, or you do only do transfer to the power. Do transfer to the power. It will 3 by 2 will go with 2 by 3. 2 by 3. And the answer is A. You can write that 4 is 2 to the power 2 to the power 2 by 3. You can write the answer to the power 4 by 3. This is the value of A you have got. So students, it is nothing hard. It was so easy to catch the concept, because it was told that this line divides whole area in 2 equal parts. We took 2 equal parts, area were equal. We use a concept and find the value of A easily. So this was a simple thing. Now student will go on the next question. So we have a next question. Question number 9 is also good. 9. Question says, find the area of region bounded by parabola x square equal to y and line y equal to mod x. Given equation y square equal to x square equal to y, which is a parabola, and a line y is equal to mod x. I tell you one thing, it's a very interesting question. Very interesting question this is. Actually, we have a given line x, we have given equation y x equal to y, and line we have y equal to mod x. I just want to tell you about the line y equal to mod x. What about that? Look at when we take this particular line, when we remove the mod sign, we have both sign comes plus and minus, y equal to plus minus x, and then it has a two line y equal to x and y equal to minus x. So I would speak that we have actually not line, but it is lines, because it is containing two lines, this and this. So ultimately we have the parabola and we have two lines. We just want to make it the graph. Look at this line, this y x square equal to y is a parabola. You should know x square it is and positive y, so it will be upside like that. And about y equal to x, you remember y equal to mx plus c. C is not here, so it will pass from origin point. Y equal to mx plus c, where m is a positive, so it will pass from this direction. And y equal to minus x, it is a negative, so it will pass from this direction. Ultimately, I would speak that we have two different areas. We are having this area and this area, and we are not told to find the first quadrant. We are only told to find the area only. So we have two different but same in different quadrant but same area. We will find only one area and definitely will multiply by 2. I would speak one thing, that the second exercise completely not in your new syllabus. It is only area covered by a simple curve, and this question actually belongs in second exercise. Still I am telling you, please try to catch the concept. You want to find this area. I tell you, these two areas are same, and I am just focusing to find this area. So how we can find this? I just explained that this is the y equal to x line, and this is none else but it is a x square equal to y. We will first find this intersection point. Suppose it is P, suppose it is O. We will first find the intersection point P, and from the intersection point P, I will draw the perpendicular. Suppose it is Q. I will draw the perpendicular. I just want to know the coordinate of Q, which depends on P, because if P has coordinate, we can easily predict the coordinate of Q. So we want to find P. And what is P? The P is an intersection point of curve and line. So we will join them and we will find the intersection point of line and curve. So I'll write here, we will find the intersection point of line y equal to x and curve x square equal to y, we get. We can understand. We will just put y equal to x at the place of y put x. We will merge them. So what will get? X square equal to, instead of y I will put x square equal to x. Don't try to cancel. It is a bad habit. First you do transfer x, because after cancellation the x actually you directly remove one value of x, but it should not happen. You only do transfer, take out x common, x minus 1 will be there. We have a two option, x equal to 0 and x equal to 1. So student, x equal to 0 is actually this is also intersection point. One value of x is here. One value, the x coordinate equal to 1 is actually here, P point. I don't want to find the value of y. Even one can find easily by putting x equal to 1 in the equation. Y is also 1. But I am not taking any interest to find the value of y. I just want to find the value of x, because after drawing the perpendicular, we have a coordinate of similar x here, 1, 0. So it is a 1, it is also 1. I don't want to find the value of y. If even you want to find the value of y, you can, no matter at all. It is just time wasting, so that I didn't find it. And second, whatever the x coordinate of p, when after drawing the perpendicular, we have the same coordinate of q here. So it's a 1, it's a 1, 0. So okay, now what the strategy I am adopting, guys, try to understand. We want to find this area, and this is covered by two different graphs, not with the x-axis. Ultimately it is on the x-axis, but it is actually the area between two curves, area bounded by two curves. In middle curve portion we want to find out this portion. So what will that adopt the strategy I tell you. Can you see the tip of the chalk? First of all, I'll find the area covered by this line under the limit 0 to 1. Can you see this whole triangle just like that? And second, I'll find the area covered by the graph again with the two same limits. So first of all, I'll find whole area. Then second, I will find this empty region, this one. And then in the whole area, I'll subtract this one. So what I will do? First of all, I will find the area covered by upper graph minus I will find the area covered by the lower graph. So upper graph minus lower graph will be the answer. In concept I taught in initial days when I taught the concept, you can see. Now this time I will write here the boundary area equal to upper graph from 0 to 1. I am writing y dx only, and y1 dx suppose, and lower graph again from the same limit, and I am writing it is y2 dx. You only try to understand that my y1 and y2 I will decide by looking the graph, that y1 is the upper graph and upper graph is a line y equal to x. So put here the value of y is x dx, and about that y2 I will find the lower graph is y equal to x square, so I will put here x square. And this is so simple equation we have. It is the integration of x square by 2, lower limit to upper limit, it is having integration x cube by 3, these two limits. Now put the upper limit minus lower limit. Upper limit is 1 square 1 by 2. Lower limit no sense. Upper limit 1 by 3. Overall 1 by 6. This is actually the area of this particular, and we have two same areas, so I'll write here total area is equal to 2 into area of this bounded area. So I'll write only 1 by 6 directly, and we have answer 1 by 3, which is actually combined area of these two regions. So this was simple concept, but this is very interesting. And you have to keep in mind the procedure. Whenever the area covered by two different curves, we take help of the x-axis, upper graph minus lower graph, we do and get answer. Okay. So this was the question. Now I'll move on the other question. I'll try to tell you. So we have a question number telling you 10th one only, last from my side, 10th one. Question says find an area bounded by curve x square equal to y, given curve x square equal to 4y and line x equal to 4y minus 2. This is a thing. Now try to understand. We want to find the area bounded by curve and a line. Again, interesting question. X square equal to 4y is none else, but you should remember, student. This is equation of parabola, which is actually upside down, like that. No one will tell you about that. You have to remember by your own that it is none else, but it is the equation of parabola upward, because it's x square equal to plus 4y. When it is supposed to be x square equal to minus 4y, it will be just downwards. So this is my parabola, but the problem is not over yet. We have to do the hard work still, because we have to draw the line. X equal to 4y minus 2, I want to speak that whenever in the line, if there is any constant term, it is not the simple line, it is not the line parallel of any axis which can be drawn easily by predicting. Actually, we have x equal to 4y minus 2, the line is not parallel of any axis, it is just a slant line between the axes. So we will try to draw the line. But the question mark is, so do I draw like that or somewhere? What? That's the main question. The question is from where I draw the line. So I use a trick. I don't want to take so-called box and choose some value of x and y. This is the else method. This is also acceptable, but still the other simple method I want to explain here. You want to draw the line. I tell you trick. First you find intersection point of line and curve. You first find the intersection point of line and curve. When you will get intersection point, line can be drawn easily by plotting the particular point on the curve, because you are finding the intersection point of line and curve. So what we will do here, we will first find here the intersection point of line and curve. This is the thing. So I'll write here, look at, I tell you, x square equal to 4y and x is equal to 4y minus 2. I put 4y equal to x square here. So we get, what we will get? X is x equal to, this instead of 4y I will write x square minus 2. And then I transfer to x there, it is x square minus x minus 2. So these two will, you know that it's so simple thing. After factorization by splitting method, I will have this one, and after it I'll have 2 and minus 1. One can understand that x equal to 2 and x equal to minus 1, where they are. X equal to 2, one can understand it is 1 and 2. Suppose it is x equal to 2, it is 2, and x equal to minus 1 is just like here. Just focus on the quadrant and the quadrant of the point here. Suppose x equal to 2, I tell you one thing, when x equal to 2, what is y? Put here, x equal to 2. So 2 and 2, 4, 4 and 4 cancel, y equal to 1. So meaning first point is 2n. And when x equal to minus 1 will be chosen. So minus 1, and this is 1 by 4, y equal to 1 by 4 will be there. So second point is minus 1 and 1 by 4. Can you tell me 2 and 1, where is this 2 and 1? So this is 2 and 1. Don't try to count very actual. The important, the point should lie in proper quadrant, and please don't plot till point other than the curve, because you are finding the intersection point. It will definitely lie on the curve. If you will plot except the path of the curve, it will be wrong. If some student is thinking that it is a 2 and it is 1, the point is here, it will be wrong. The picture is very freehand picture, maybe somewhere wrong, but the structure is good, no matter at all. The concept is good, no matter at all. So 2, 1 is in first quadrant. We will plot exactly at the curve because we are finding the intersection point. Okay, and minus 1 and 1 by 4 is on the second quadrant. You know that is minus 1, it is 1 by 4. It is -1, it is 1 by 4. So my line will pass from these 2 points, and this is, suppose it is x dash, this is my line like that. This is my line. Suppose 2, 1 I am making again. This is my line. 2, 1 here. It is 2, 1. Suppose it is 2 and it is 1. Now, student, can you catch the picture? You want to find the area, bounded area, and bounded area is here. This area you want to find out. And same concept I'll explain that. First of all, you draw the perpendicular here, you draw the perpendicular here. This point will none else, but it is -1, 0, and this point is a 2, 0, because you are taking the help of the x-axis. But this is the thing. This pink area, it's a shaded area you want to find out because it is bounded area covered by the line and the curve and the line. So you want to find this particular area. And this is so simple as I taught you the concept. Can you see the tip of the chalk? This is first I'll find the upper whole region covered by the upper graph, meaning line, bounded by between two limits -1 and 2 on the x-axis. So first I'll find the upper graph area, and then second I'll find the lower graph area, this portion. And I'll subtract this smaller one from the whole one. I'll have a shaded one. That's simple. So I'll go with this one. So required area equal to upper graph from -1 to 2. Upper graph called y1, suppose. And from -1 to 2 again, the lower graph is called y2. Just putting the name y1, y2, no matter at all. Now I have a -1 to 2, y1 meaning upper graph meaning line. So from here line you can find the value of y, x plus 2 upon 4. And about that I'll speak y2 is a lower graph meaning this one, which is y equal to x square by 4. This is the thing. Now I'll go with 1 by 4. I just took common, and this integration of x is square by 2 and 2x -1 to 2, and this is 1 by 4 again common, and this is x cubed by 3 from -1 to 2. So after the thing, I'm leaving the question on you, because you just have to put upper limit minus lower limit and upper limit minus lower limit and get your answer properly by your own. So this was the question, and this exercise is over. Let me explain something, that area between two curves, which actually I taught you this question and before question. So both actually depends on same area between two curves, and we saw the method. But according to new syllabus, I tell you this exercise already have been eliminated from the new syllabus, so you don't have to see it. Whole 8.2, except some question which I feel that it is not that belonging in the topic which was given here, 8.3, area between two curves. This should include. So I'll definitely tell you this 8.2 exercise, or some 2 or 3 questions from this, and then exercise will be over definitely. So 2 to 3 questions I have to tell you. From miscellaneous one, question number, you can please try question number 7, 8, 9 and 10. These questions looking good, and some question 13 and 14 I have to tell you, because these questions which I right now talked about from the exercise, so chapter number 8, 8.2 exercise, which I told you that it is not in syllabus, but few questions which may be in your syllabus, so I'll tell them also. So okay, that's over of the day. You please do try. Tomorrow we'll have completion of the chapter. Thank you.